Hello, my lovelies. I am going to continue working and doing what I was doing and converse with you as you all come in. I am working on the t-shirts for SEMA. So that is what I'm doing this evening. I'm currently sitting here and I am doing a process. I'm going through a process called weeding. And so what it is, hola Terry. To get the heat transfer, I have to do a thing called weeding. And so what I'm doing is I'm going in and I'm taking out all of the negative space. So, Seema! Hi, babe. Tony's not feeling fantastic, so he decided to go in. I think our big thing is that we're exhausted, you guys. We are so exhausted. It has been, Tony's had such a push to do this, to get things done. I'll say it again. Seema! Hello, Darren, Thorhaven. How are you? So there's been such a push to get stuff done for this event that we are, well, Tony most definitely is super exhausted, and now I get to go. Bonsoir, Brigitte. Now I get to go into panic mode because I finally stop influencing her. Why? What is she doing? What am I influencing her? Oh, also, funny thing, because I got an absolutely beautiful bottle of French rosé wine for our wedding anniversary. A French Canadian couple that we know that lives that we hang out with frequently. Well, we used to. We don't so much anymore because the world events. Me and Kat with the goats. I'm not doing anything with the goats. And yes, she should have goats. Just saying. Hi, Deb. How are you feeling, darling? So I am sitting here. I'm weeding. This is Tony's logo, and it will go on the backs of the shirts. Oh, there it is. Obviously, I'm not done. So I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to weed out all of these logos. I have one shirt almost completed. And as I showed last time, I bought these little just transfer film, not really transfer films, but just pieces of film so that I could stick these on. So once I've got everything out and I've got the space I need, I stick them to that, and that way they're not picking up any extra little pieces of heat transfer vinyl. So, hi Gary, how are you? Deb, damn it, same shit, huh? Poor Deb. So we had an anniversary party this weekend on Saturday, and it was so much fun. However, we were supposed to do a hand fasting, and I'm just going to tell you that by the time Friday rolled around, Tony and I were so exhausted that we're just like, no, we just want to have a party. That's all we want to do. We just want to have a party and have fun and be with our friends and our family and just, have a great time. And so that's exactly what we did. And it was amazing. So we had my friend Amy flew in from California. She and her husband David flew in from California, and we had some amazing friends come from. So Tony has a friend that he grew up on a military base with for a few years. His parents were very close with his friend's parents, and so they got together as often as they could afterwards. And so of course, then that created a friendship and relationship between Tony and their oldest son. And so his name is Eric, and he and his wife came down from the Illinois-Wisconsin border and drove 5.5 hours to come see us. Deb, we had a total of, aside from Tony and myself, and this is to include our children, we had 32 people show up. It was so amazing. It was so amazing. It was fun. Oh my gosh. It was so much fun. Hello, little Nat. Before we opened a bottle of wine, and I started drinking on a very empty stomach, and I drank about 2/3 of that wine, that bottle, and then decided we were going to start drinking on other stuff. And so by the time people got here, I was about a half a sheet to the wind, as they say. No, I was a full sheet to the wind by then. But our kids did an amazing job. Victoria, I can't tell you, that kid was such a trooper. She helped me do stuff all week long, and then she spent the night then on Friday, and she ended up. I gave her the recipe for the chili. She made it. I rolled out the noodles for the chicken and noodles, and the girls finished that. Kennedy made the mashed potatoes for it. I had already made bread, and I made a beautiful round loaf of bread in my Dutch oven, my cast iron Dutch oven. It was amazing, and it tasted really good. From the other 2 loaves that we had, we never did cut into that one, but yeah, it was an absolutely wonderful time. It really, truly was. I did not get pictures, however. And the reason I didn't was because I wasn't sure where I had put my phone for most of the day. And when I mentioned it, I'm just, they were like, "Oh, don't worry about your phone, blah, blah, blah." And then I got to thinking, I'm like, nope, you know what? I'm not going to worry about my phone, because I want to be present. I want to be present with my guests, and hopefully other people will snap pictures for us and I can get them from them. But I just wanted to be present with our guests, and we were just overwhelmed. I mean, completely overwhelmed by the amount of people that showed up, and so extremely happy about it. It was hugely successful. So I had an idea to make bougie s'mores and little candies. And those seem to go over really well. The candies actually never made it out of the refrigerator. Wine is made from grapes, so wine is a fruit. True, very true. It's not a problem. You had a good time and relaxed. Sounds perfect. Exactly. We did. We just had an amazing time. Really happy you had a great time. Thanks, Bridge. We did. It was so much fun. It was absolutely so much fun. So we got so much wine and so much other, so many other types of alcohol. We got 2 beautiful bottles of wine, and one, like I said, was a French rosé. And I will have to show, I'll have to put pictures of the bottle on my Facebook stuff and my Instagram stuff. I have not photographed any of the other, I haven't photographed any of the gifts or anything like that. But so we got 2 bottles of wine. We got a bottle of one of my favorite things, which is which is Kraken black spiced rum. And we got some Fireball. Whew, not a fan of Fireball. Let's see, what else did we get? Oh my goodness. We got more beer. And then Tony's friend, Eric, he and his wife drove 5.5 hours. He brought us a bottle of Jameson coffee flavored whiskey. Yes, Kraken rum. It is amazing. It's right. It's right up there with my Captain Morgan. Yep, bottle of Jameson, but it was coffee flavored. It had some coffee flavors to it, I guess. I don't know. I didn't actually. I didn't taste it because I'm not a whiskey fan. I'm just not a whiskey fan at all. I never really have been. I need to learn how to do that, to drink whiskey and, other things besides rum and beer. But I don't know. It's got to be very smooth whiskey. I don't mind it mixed, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of what is that? SoCo, Southern Comfort. Like, I don't like that stuff. I think that's gross. So apparently this whiskey, though, Tony, didn't this whiskey come directly from Dublin, the distillery in Dublin? I thought that's what he was talking about. I could be misquoting, so I don't know for sure. It's not, I know it wasn't supposed to be a very cheap whiskey. So anyway, we just, you'll drink the whiskey for us. I would, Darren, I would love to come up and see you in Bridge. I would absolutely love to come visit your farm and see the long-haired grass puppies. So negative, that was a different one. Okay. All right. So see, that's why I said I didn't want to misspeak. Anywho, let's see, what else? Oh my God, so much happened. I got flowers and I did film a little bit with, why is this? This is not working out very well. I did film doing the making the bougie s'mores. And so I'm actually going to probably make a short out of those and a TikTok. So hopefully that'll be here before too terribly long, but I have to get this stuff done. I need to get I have to have all of these t-shirts and hats done by, I'm shooting for the 20th, and that may be very hard to do, but I'm going to do it. So yeah, fun times. Wow, that one did not cut well. All right, so I have had to play with the pressure and the speed settings. My chickens are cooped up for the night and maybe sleeping by the time you come in. Have a good night. Oh, okay. Thank you, honey, for putting them to bed. So you can see behind me, this is our, and I'll even turn it that way. This is the cutter, that cuts out my vinyl. And I've been having to mess with the pressure, the cutting pressure, the cutting speed, and the blade depth. And so I'm not a big fan of this right now because this did not cut deep enough, and I'm having a hard time with weeding. So I'm going to hold off on that one. It has taken me quite a while to get the other stuff weeded out that I already do have done. So we're going to see if the rest of this will be okay. And if not, I may have to switch gears. And you'll get to see the cutting program that I'm doing, and we'll go from there. So anywho, I certainly hope that everyone has had a good couple of weeks. I didn't go live last week because I was trying so hard to get everything prepared for our party, our renewal. And we did just say a couple of words to each other. I don't know that anybody heard it. First of all, it was very windy Saturday for whatever reason. And second of all, Tony definitely didn't want to project his voice so much. And so he didn't care that anybody heard it or not. So, okay, so this is very pleasing. Just the peeling of this is just, it's almost ASMR like, I'm telling you. Sometimes when it peels really smooth, it's amazing. Let me see if I can get it up close enough. When it just peels very slick. It's very satisfying. So, anywho, I feel like I'm bouncing all over the place here, people. Sorry. So what did everybody do over the last couple of weeks? Like I said, I've done nothing but clean and bake and freak out. So oh, and Darren, yes, Bridge does need goats. So goats will fit in nicely on your farm. And so you were making soap, and goat's milk soap is amazing. It is so soft and just, I love goat's milk soap. How did the noodle making go? Easy, because I am so used to making them. So there we go. This one's all ready to go. It's got to go on the shirt, or it will go on the shirt. The noodle making is that's nothing new for me. So I made probably three very large batches of egg and flour noodles, and it filled up a very large electric roaster pan. So if that tells you anything. But it honestly, it took me like probably an hour from start to finish to roll out all those noodles, just because I'm very proficient at it at this point. So I know. So I was going to say earlier, so Brigitte and Darren at Thorhaven have had a baby cow, a baby Highland cow, and that little baby is so cute. Oh my goodness. And they've been bottle feeding it, and it's just stinking adorable. We actually I had a discussion with, it was with you, Terry. I had a discussion with her about, so it seems like there are certain animals that are very trendy for homesteads right now. So, and I told her, I said, yeah, the Highland cow is very trendy right now, but they are fantastic. Their demeanor is amazing. They're very docile, and so they actually do make the perfect, I think, the perfect cow for colder weather, like us more northern climates. So, hi Al, how are you? How's your beautiful wife? So yeah, we just I would love to have Highlands. I absolutely think they are freaking adorable. Of all the grass puppies you could have, those are the ones I want. So they are my favorite. And sheep, my favorite sheep are the South Down sheep, the baby dolls. They literally look like little teddy bears. They're so stinking cute. I like the Disney, the Disney version of animals. I just think they're adorable. I've been gathering paperwork and records and fired a doctor. Much fun will be had soon. Yes, I was going to ask you about that too. Deb is not having a good experience, which is why she wasn't able to be here this weekend. Her hives keep getting worse. Of course, now they're getting better, right? I'm also shedding like a gecko on a hot sidewalk in July. I bet you are by this point. I'll bet you are. I'm doing great. Wife on a field trip with a football team. Oh, fun. Fun. Oh. So yeah, I don't have a ton to report. It was just, I can't possibly remember everything that happened over the weekend because, yeah, I'm not going to lie. I had a lot of alcohol. And then yesterday, we went and saw David and Amy off. They were obviously flying back home to California. And so we went down to Des Moines to just a lovely little bar. It's called Bellhop, and it's very trendy. and the owner is there most of the time. And let me just tell you, he is fun and such a nice guy. So we went and I had one drink. It was called Just Sweet Enough, and it has pear liqueur in it, and it was their fall menu. So it was really, really good. Tony had a non-alcoholic version. It was called Not Too Sweet, but mine had the oh, dang it, I can't remember. I wanted to say it was the Curacao, but it's not. It wasn't Curacao rum. It's a really long name, and I can't think of it for the life of me for whatever reason. Oh well, but it was a fantastic drink. It really was. And then we did Fireball Shooter before they went to the airport. So I'm like, I do not like Fireball at all. Yeah, they are the best, aren't they, Bridge? I mean, they really are the best cows. They're so docile, and they're stinking cute. So, that doesn't hurt anything. Lots of little pieces of meat all over the place. I can about imagine. But hopefully that means that new good skin is coming in, and the itching will stop soon, and it'll be healthier. So I got over the week, well, last week on Tuesday, I got part of my shirt order that I had put in. Then on Thursday, the last of it came. On what else did I get? Oh, also on Tuesday, I got my vinyl order and my that I had put in, and I bought some new blades for the cutter. Unless you make a move you are not supposed to and get horned, right? Yeah. Well, hi, Vicky. How are you, darling? So, let's see. What else did I order? I got t-shirt guides in. Okay, so if you guys are doing, if you decide that it's easier, well, if you're doing a large quantity of shirts or coats, whatever it is that you're doing heat press on, I absolutely highly recommend that you get guides. Okay, so this is the Project Manta. It's got to go this way. So this is the emblem that goes on the front left chest, above the left pocket. And there's our, so far, I'm going to have to get a different, I'm going to have to cut some more. Actually, I've got an extra of Tony's logo, but I'll show you this wonderful tool. These are t-shirt ruler guides. So this obviously is for baby, little baby. And what it does is it lays on the collar, the bottom of the collar. So this is the front. It gives you the center of your garment. So everything should be cut. I've got a size for toddler. I've got the youth, and these are all front plates so far. Now, with a youth shirt, you typically do like baseball shirts, softball shirts, things of that nature. So they'll do like a back as well. They'll usually put sponsors and stuff on the back. So, but this is the back template. So this same concept, the bottom of the collar, there becomes your center, and this is where you're placing your stuff. This is adult front, and there's two of them here. So this is the front, but then here is where a right pocket would go. Left pocket, right pocket. And then this is the back template. So I am excited. I'm very excited to use these because I think they are going to make this go so much faster than trying to measure everything. So, oh yes, many blessings to you, Al. Have a wonderful night. So I highly recommend getting some of these. I'm not going to press any t-shirts tonight. I was going to. Hello, Skinner Farms. Hello, Natural State Gardener. Yay, Arkansas. So I'm not going to press any shirts tonight, but I'm just going to continue weeding logos and lettering and stuff like that for the shirts. I did get hats in as well. So when I go to press the hats, I might do those. I might do a couple, like I might save a couple of things to do maybe for next week. I'm going to try and figure out a very creative way of videoing all of this. Hi, Kathleen. How are you? Sorry, you snuck in and I just happened to look up and saw you up there. How are you? So yeah, I think I'll try and save something for next week for you and show you. Another thing that I'm working on. So I'm getting into a, it's called Farm Sticker Swap through Jupiter Moon Acres. And I am so far I was the first Iowa homestead to agree to participate. But I had been having, last week I was going to, cut stickers, and the cutter absolutely was not cooperating with me. Hola, Emma. Jeez. I am doing wonderfully. I am doing absolutely wonderfully. But I had designed my own logo, which you can see on Facebook and Instagram. I believe I have it. Yes, I do have it on Instagram. And you can't really see it, but I was trying to cut it out in black vinyl, and it's very hard to weed because it's dark. But it's literally it says Royal Amethyst Acres on the top, and then on the bottom it has my tagline, which is live from the earth, play in the dirt. And that is not weeding very well. So, but this is the sticker. And of course, my crown and my chickens. So, what am I making with what? This is heat transfer vinyl, and I am making t-shirts and hats right now for the Corvette Club BBV, and these are shirts and hats that are going out to SEMA. I just designed my own logo, and I'm still working in Illustrator and Photoshop, and I'm cutting vinyl and all kinds of stuff. So yeah. But anyway, the stickers I'm going to be trading with people. So, as soon as I can get things figured out exactly how to, I'm going to have to probably change the font and whatnot on my lettering, but I'm going to try and get my whole logo in there. So butchered 1 pig and a half today. I'll call it a day. Oh yes, absolutely. All right. Bonsoir, bonsoir. Machine. Okay, so the machine I'm using is for cutting my vinyl is actually it's a big plotter sitting behind me. So that is a I can't think of the name of the brand. We got it from US Cutter. Hang on. This is I don't know. It's just the MH 871 MK2. It's a big plotter, and this actually it'll hold vinyl 34 inches wide, and then infinite number of feet long. But this is the roll. These are the heat transfer vinyl rolls, and gosh, you can't really see. Let's see if I can turn this so there's more light, maybe. I don't know. So one side is dull, and the other side is shiny. And you can see the dull side is the side that gets cut. You have to invert the, you have to mirror the images in the Cut Master program, the vinyl cutter program, and it sends it to the computer, or it sends it from the computer to the printer, the plotter, which, bear with me, we're going on a field trip. I look like hell today, sorry. All right, so I don't know if you can, and I can't zoom in for whatever, I can't zoom in with my webcam, but this is the vinyl cutter program. And you can see the things that I need to cut are already here. I've put them in this program. And let me see if I can move this. There we go. So these are all of the logos that I'm cutting. I've placed them all on this particular sheet. And then what I'm going to do, or what I did, was then I went up and I mirrored these. I vectorized all of these images, and then I mirrored them so they're backwards. So when they get printed, when they get cut, it mirrors that, and it kind of cuts them out backwards. But then the shiny side, which is the side that will show on your shirts or whatever product, it will. That's the side you're going to see. That's what you want, is you want the shiny side. So anyway, yes. Well, okay. So the plotter, or the cutter. Okay, I'm going to go back over here. So the cutter, the Illustrator and Photoshop, actually, Tony has to have it for all the stuff he does. You can see behind me, we've got the 3D printer. This is my heat press machine back here. It is a CU Tech 15 by 15. And then over here is all of Tony's airbrushing stuff. Currently, he has he's working on a fairies and dragonfly theme, and it is the hood liner is on the easel there. So we have had the cutter. It's called a plotter or a cutter, either one, and we've had that for 5 years, maybe 6 years. I think. Actually, I'm not sure if we bought it in 2015 or 2017. So We've had it for 5 or 6 years anyway. And we pay for a subscription every month to Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator because we use, he uses them all the time. I really just kind of wanted to do heat press, just for the fun of it. And so my heat press was, I want to say $240 on Amazon. And I have had fantastic luck and results with this. I really have. I absolutely, and I love doing this. I really enjoy it. And the thing is that I really enjoy the design aspect too. And now that I'm learning Illustrator and Photoshop and, the cut program and all that stuff, I'm so much enjoying designing. And it's a way for me to be creative, and I really enjoy it. So I am going to continue weeding. Fun times. This is the part I don't like doing. Let's see. I designed the setup on the shirts and designed a couple of the logos for the shirts. I am getting paid for them and hats. I did all of Tony's stuff. Hi, Rachel and Rusty. Oh, thank you. I am trying really hard. I very much, I want to make this very successful. So my goal, oh, you know what? And I should show you guys also. So part of the design aspect that I've been doing, I have created a shirt. I made the shape on the shirt. I made the shape for the logo, and I did all, put the lettering in and all that stuff. So I actually came up with the design, and I really like it, but it looks kind of like a Starbucks coffee cup. It's just the basic outline of it. And it says, I run on coffee and chaos, which is definitely me. So, but I will, maybe I'll make that next week and show you guys. It's just a super simple design. It's not anything, it's not anything spectacular, but it was fun to do. It was one of the first designs that I've done. So, and then I ended up with, I ended up doing my own. So, can everyone see are you wanting to see the logo that or not the logo, the design I created? All right. So this one is done. It's weeded. I'm going to put that on the back side of here. And if you want to go on a field trip again, yes. I'll see what I can do. I'll see if we can't get it out. All right. Let's put this down here. Oh, come on. I don't want to do that. All right. Actually, let's go in here. I think I put it in the wrong one. Yep, there it is. So it'll take a few minutes to pull up the Illustrator program, but you'll be able to see the design. It's pretty cute. It's very simple, but it's pretty cute. Health is wealth. Yes, this is true. I really wish I could. I have to figure out how to do multiple angles with StreamYard. So my computer runs super duper slow. I really do need a new. Well, I need to buy the RAM sticks for it. It's only got 4 gigs of RAM in it, and it needs to. We need to get it upgraded. Oh, come on. Well, maybe I will. There we go. So there it is. It's just a super simple design, but I run on coffee and chaos. But I actually created all of this in Illustrator, and yeah, I took my logo that I designed, and okay, you got to go over here, dude. There we go. My logo. I actually put in Photoshop as well. So I was learning. I'm still learning, because I will never learn everything that needs to be that may have. So this is I gotta move my keyboard and stuff so I can get you turned around. This is one of the logos that I designed for myself. Let's see if I can zoom in here. No, I don't want that. I don't want that one either. I don't know if you can see that very well. Thank you. Kill it with a smile every day. Yes, that would be, that's cute. That would be a really cute idea. So these are some of the things that I've worked on, and this is how I put it together. There's a crown, a hen, my laurel, and this is my actual full, this will be my actual full logo. But that is going to be my logo. So my, obviously, Royal Amethyst Acres, live from the earth, play in the dirt. So that is my full logo. Now I've got to be able to, I might have to go in here and I'm going to have to change the lettering here, because I think that the style, the font is, it doesn't translate on the cutter very well, because I have to cut it so small to make stickers or decals. But I think this will be okay for the size that I need to cut, I should say, for heat transfer to do a shirt. So I'm going to attempt that, but I got to get through the SEMA shirts and stuff first. So anywho, all right. So yeah, that's my life right now. That is my life right now. Oh, God. Wow, I look really rough. Sorry, guys. I didn't put any makeup on. I didn't do anything. So I have a couple of different ideas that I want to make for shirts, and just different products even. just via, designing them, but also then cutting them. So I really am enjoying it. I'm so enjoying doing it. But anyway, my gosh, you guys need to like update me. What have you guys been doing? I feel like I've missed everybody's stuff. I may have to commission a green shirt that says "You really don't want to make me angry, evil laugh." Living the dream 2021. Be yourself. Yes, I agree. That would be something. That would be a feat. Let me tell you. I think at this point, I am going to continue on with reading. Hi, Lisa. How are you, my love? I have not seen you in a coon's age. So I'm sitting here weeding heat transfer vinyl right now. Just got done showing everybody my logos and what I've been doing on Illustrator and Photoshop and what I've been doing as design work. So I'm gonna cut that, I think. And I have I have heat transfer vinyl that I've already cut out and weeded, but this is a very long process. So I miss your face. Yes. Good night, Rachel. Give Rusty love for me. So yeah, I'm just sitting here. Now I'm just weeding. I was going to attempt to go ahead and do some like heat press a shirt, but I really I don't have everything weeded for even one full shirt. So, and I did that about 3 weeks ago, something like that. I don't remember. Hopefully though, next week I will be at a point where I think what I'll do is I will save thank you. Thank you. I will save some of the heat pressing stuff to do next week for the live next week, because I think everyone seems to have an interest in it. Like they really enjoy watching it. So family and friends is the real way to shine. True. Very true. Oh. And those are all really good. Those would all be really good shirts and stuff. So I'm actually also looking into doing, I think I'm going to do like koozies and things like that. I'm already doing stickers. I mean, we've been doing stickers for a while. Tony is close to being completely done. Here's BBB Customs. So this one actually goes on the back of the shirt. And I think I'm going to grab another sheet of acetate out. Maybe if I can reach it. If I can get my stubby little arms on it. If someone put you down, kill them with a smile. So these are just simple acetate sheets. Nothing major. I got those at Michael's. The thing with these though is this particular brand actually comes with a film on it, and I want to be able to stick. I need to be able to stick on it, so I'm going to transfer this over. Because I have to store it for a couple of days. My goal is to, throughout this week, I will get all of the vinyl cut and weeded for each shirt and hat. And then I will, then next week, well, through the weekend, I'll be starting my pressing, and I'll probably be able to get it done. I'm pushing. I'm going to push and try and get it done by get everything done by the 20th, the entire order. So I have another one of Tony's logos I can weed out. Lisa, this is one of my stickers, part of my logo. So I was asked I've been asked by a couple of people if I could help them with designing a logo, and then doing some Photoshop work. And I said I would, and I will do that, but I've got to get through this order first for SEMA, because this is a paying order, so I got to make sure I get it done. So anywho, what has everybody been up to? Dublin, Ireland, home of Guinness and best people on the earth. Top of the morning. Oh, lovely. Oh my gosh. I had an aunt that was very Irish. She actually, her parents came over from Ireland, and they spoke Gaelic or Gaelic. I don't know how you pronounce it for sure, but she had all kinds of, it was amazing. I tried to learn a few phrases, and and now I can't remember them because it's been so long, but I tried. I love learning different languages. I really truly do. So it's one of my passions. So anyway, I hope you have a very blessed day. And I can't imagine, it's beautiful there. The pictures I've seen, the countryside is just absolutely gorgeous in Ireland. So you are a very, very lucky fellow human to live in such an amazing, beautiful place. So many blessings to you. And yes, top of the morning. We're getting ready to wind down for the night here. It's 8 o'clock. So anywho, you're going to text me? Okay, yes, please do. I would love to hear from you. I miss you. I love you. So anywho, okay. So is that, I know what Deb's been up to. I know what Terry Lynn's been up to. I don't know what everybody else has been up to though. 5'3.5" if I stand up really, really, really straight. I'm 5'1" on a good day. And I'm okay with that. Because you know what they say, dynamite comes in small packages. Oh, my neighbor gave me some. My garden did not do anything this year. So my neighbor gave me some tomatoes and peppers. And they're getting soft, so I got to get them frozen so I can get them get them in gallon bags and get them in the freezer at least, and then hopefully as I get more I can actually make sauce. So, and I assume I'm supposed to be getting more. She had stated that she's like, yes, I've got plenty you can have. And I'm like, okay, that would be wonderful. So she wanted ducking and autocorrect. That's awesome, Deb. Yes. It's usually the other way around, isn't it? It's usually the other way around. And I'm always saying that, effing autocorrect. So yeah. That is awesome. So how many lawyers are you interviewing next week, Deb? Or this week, I should say. I hope that you are able to get that taken care of very quickly. Apparently, I did not win the $700 million. Somebody in California did. The entire thing, solely. I tried, though. I tried. Had I been able to do that, oh my goodness, you would see a whole lot different stuff coming out of here right now. I have a bowl of medium hot peppers waiting to be ground into a paste. Hit sauce, yes, to make ferment. Awesome. Oh, Tony and I went to a little Mexican restaurant here in the county. And I am a huge fan of margaritas and daiquiris. And I don't typically like tequila, but I have found something that will let me stomach it. I had a ticket with one number. Yeah, I did too, but didn't win anything. But I have Tony started on, that did not weed correctly, damn it. I have Tony started on banana margaritas now. He's like, oh, because he doesn't like tequila either. And he's like, that is so good. I know. So, well, that didn't weed right. That upsets me. Unfortunately, it's a piece that I need. Pooh. Dagnabbit. Yes, frozen strawberry daiquiris are fantastic. I like them as well. There is a higher pitched ringing going on, and it's driving me crazy. And that is not a far drive these days, let me just say. Oh. All right. Okay, so apparently everybody's lives are just as boring as mine, and I don't really have that much to report. So rather than bore the living daylights out of everybody, So the plans for this week for me, I am going to obviously try to get at least most of the shirts and hats done for this order. I'm going to be continuing to work on Illustrator and Photoshop. And what I'm hoping for is that I can work on those things for other people as well, and we can get some stuff going. I also went yesterday. We went to, while we were in Des Moines, we actually went to a book sale at the fairgrounds, and I got quite a few books. I got like 4 books, I think, that were dirt cheap. They were all half off. They were 75% off today, and I couldn't go today. So, but anywho, I picked up a couple of camera books about my particular digital camera, my particular DSLR camera. And so I really think that I'm going to try to also learn about doing my digital photography. So, hi, Tina. How are you? No, you're fine. You are just fine. Mine will be getting really interesting when I find my lawyer. So, yeah, I got a lot on my plate for the week, and I have done nothing but, I feel like I've done nothing but just, I'm exhausted. I've run for nothing for the last month, it seems like, and especially this last week. And I'm going to continue to run for the next probably couple weeks. I mean, I look tired. You can see it. But so I'm going to continue working on t-shirts and hats, and I'm going to be continuing on the stickers, and I am going to be continuing with learning more on Photoshop and Illustrator. And I'm going to add the trying to learn my camera, learn it very well, and actually how to make money with digital art. So, and digital photography. So let's hope. Tony and I and our daughter, our youngest daughter, Victoria, we talked a little bit about possibly making, getting back into costuming. And I think over the winter, when things have slowed down, I think we're going to build several costumes of our own. We are not using anybody's ideas. We're not building for anybody else. We're building for ourselves. And we are going to, I'm going to learn how to photograph them very well. And yeah, big things on the horizon. Big things, I'm hoping. So my wheels are spinning. I'm so exhausted all of the time. I know. It's been crazy. It has just been absolutely nuts. And with harvest right now for most, for the farmers, I can't even imagine. You guys are probably, you probably are spinning wheels. Your wheels probably are spinning at this time. The wheels in my head never stop. And I think that's exhausting. I feel like that's very exhausting for me. So, yeah, it is. Yep. Harvest is it's completely nonstop. And it's just so much, so much. I happened to step out of the studio, and I went into the house, and I was going to have something to eat, and it completely destroyed my appetite because all I could smell was the hog lots and just the CAFOs. It was horrible. And so I'm assuming they were pumping and or spreading somewhere, and it just smelled horrific. but the field around, this year they had soybeans around us. And I'm pretty sure that's why my allergies have been so flared up. But they got the soybeans out a couple of weeks ago, but then there's still several soybean fields around me. So the farmer that farms around me, he farms right across the highway here as well, and he has corn and soybean in that big swath of field. And they were harvesting, they were out combining today. So yeah. So that stuff just, the dust just gets to me. I don't know why, but soybeans and corn everywhere. Yeah, I'll bet. I don't know. I do have to wonder though, like, how lucrative is that? Would it be better? I was having some really deep thoughts. How could we on a commercial, like take all of these big fields that we have, how can a farmer be more successful and with crops and actually provide, like, so the soybean or the corn around us most often is being planted and harvested for the ethanol plant down the road. And I just kind of feel like you're taking a food source and you're turning it into a fuel. And with all of the stuff that has happened over the last almost 2 years now, I guess I would rather people be growing food and not fuel, I guess. If that makes sense. So how could you make it more, I mean, obviously you still need people to grow for, fuel and all that stuff, but how could you make it more lucrative for the farmers on a large scale, but be far more organic and produce more food versus fuel? I really was thinking about that, and I haven't come up with anything quite yet, but by the year 2050, the land needs to produce double production, and the way crap is going, it isn't going to happen. No, it's definitely not. It's definitely not. We have changes in our weather patterns and our weather in general. I think that at least for around us, I have noticed that we have far windier days than we did before we had wind turbines everywhere. We have far more extremely smelly, nasty days because we have far more CAFOs. Our water tables have sunk. They're drying up, at least around us. And we still luckily have pretty good, we have really good soil, actually, despite all of that. And I don't know. I feel like there's got to be something better and something more that we can do to fix this problem. And I think, because I was an agricultural state. We truly are an agricultural state. However, it's really odd because, so if you look up statistics for like economy and employment, I'm not real sure, and this has been quite a while ago, but so agriculture makes up for 25% of Iowa's economy. And then I'm not sure what all of the other industry is. And that's what I read. And like I said, that's been several years ago, actually. But we have so much, I think what that is because you have big corporations coming in and farming, I think is what the deal is. Because I don't think that it's individual farmers. And so I think that, I think it's big corporations coming in and they're just swallowing up, they're just swallowing up farmers and 150-year-old farmsteads and century farms and whatever. It's just, and it's sad. It's so sad to see. I have a really bleak, I guess, outlook for that. And I feel bad because I think that we should be utilizing what we have, and we should be taking very good care of our land and our air and our water. And I think that family farms need to be family farms again, and corporations need to go away. So, yep, exactly. Yeah, and Iowa Select, most of those, Iowa Select, Farmland, and Tyson's, and Prestige is another one. Oh, they all do more CAFOs. And I'm like, you're ruining the land. Like, you're ruining farms. You're swallowing up family farms. And for what reason? I mean, so I think that's why that even though we have like vast amounts of farmland, it's corporations. That's it. Like family farms don't really exist anymore. There are very few of them. All of them are livestock. Yep. Yeah. So it's sad to see that too. I understand that there's it is a responsibility for us to help. Yep, they're owned by corporations from overseas. Yeah, and we can pretty well guess where they're at. They do. They export all of it, and that is super sad to see that. Like I understand, but I think that we need to feed our own people before we start exporting everything. Oh, and I went into where was I at? Oh, actually, Friday night I bought a 3-pound pack of bacon at Walmart. And I absolutely despise going to Walmart, but I had to. And a 3-pound pack of bacon, or no, it wasn't even that. It was 2 pounds. I don't remember. Anyway, it was almost $20. It was like $18.67, I think, for it was 3 pounds of bacon. So it was almost $19 for 3 pounds of bacon. Why is it so stinking expensive? First of all, we have an overabundance of CAFOs that are growing. That's all they produce around here anymore is pork. And it is ridiculous. The amounts. Just in my 5-mile radius, there are I want to say in a 5-mile radius, we have like 50 CAFO units. So if China company owns the animal, it's China's, not right. It is. And that's sad. It's scary. I feel like we need to have, there needs to be a great overhaul of our own food system. And I really feel like we need to be taking care of our own country and the people in our country. You have people who are homeless, they're starving, or they are at least food insecure. Just in a very highly agricultural state, our county alone, 8 out of 10 kids are on free or reduced lunch in our public school district because they are food insecure. That seems to be a real problem for me. Like, I don't understand how we got to that point. So it needs to be fixed. And I think we need to stop doing stupid things like exporting meat and, letting foreign countries own our food and our land. So I don't know. I digress. I should probably not speak too terribly much on that. I think there's more than that. There are too many proud people to sign up for that. There really are. But I think what they've done is, I would say probably minimum 9 out of 10 families are food insecure in this county alone. So I'll find out tomorrow if the frame to my edge is bent. Oh God, they're putting it up on the hoist. Yeah. So what exactly happened with that? And was that one of your boys that ended up in the ditch? And they are extremely, I'm sorry, those kids are super lucky that they weren't, that didn't roll. And they don't make vehicles like they used to. So my son-in-law, he hit a deer, and actually the deer hit him because the deer ran into the side of the car. And he had a 2016 Kia Sorento, I think. He had it was a nice looking car. It was, like a mid-sized sedan, more of a family car. And they totaled it out. The frame wasn't bent, but it was going to cost more to get the replacement parts and get the paint and all of that stuff than the car was worth. Like, I can't remember what they said. It was like, if there's damage that's over 50% of the value of the vehicle, then they total it out. Sometimes it's lower than that. I think his was like 17% or something like that. It was just stupid low. And I'm like, I just looked at him and I go, why don't you just buy it from the insurance company and pay to have it done? Like, that is just so stupid. Pay the stupid car off, or pay the car off. And, it was still drivable, obviously. It still functioned. You were going to have to get a new side mirror, going to have to get a new front clip, and a new front quarter panel and the door. And I'm like, you could get a mismatched one and have that painted, and you'd still spend out less money than buying a new car. But he's like, I'm just going to let him total it, and like, perfectly good car. Nothing wrong with the damn car. I was so mad. Oh, stupid Nat. Hi, Jess. 16-year-old and hubby were driving home and the front tie rod broke. Oh, threw them into a culvert and that snapped the tire off. Yeah, that's going to be nasty. Car's about 8,000 left before being totaled out. My car is still worth 35. They said to buy it off the lot, and it is a 2018. So they don't know how much damage is done underneath. Nope, and they won't until they get it up on the hoist. So, and then once they fix that, who knows? Because you can't always tell that a frame is bent until it's driving down the road and it starts dog tracking. So Anywho, well, y'all missed the stuff. I was showing my logo that I made, and the other one of the designs that I'm going to put on a shirt. And right there is my plotter, my cutter. I weeded everything I needed to weed for a shirt. So one shirt will be ready to get pressed. And I don't, well, that doesn't settle well with me. There we go. My husband's logo is not weeding very well, no matter how that's cut. So I got to figure that out. I'm trying to, I have to figure out the damage that I need to fix with the cutter. So there you go. I'm not sure why it's not cutting all the way through like it's supposed to. So anywho, so what are you going to do? I do not have a website set up yet. I think so, Jess. Yes. I run on Coffee and Chaos, which it's still up actually. So we'll go look at it. Sorry. You like my shirt? Basic Witch. Yes, ma'am. I don't have a website set up. I need to, but so this is my logo that I designed. This is the cutting program. So you can see I've got everything cut up. All of the logos in here are set up. And this was the other logo that I designed for myself. This is not one that I'm going to be able to cut because I'm not doing sublimation printing or, direct to garment printing. I'm not doing that. That stuff does not last long anyway. But I thought those would be really cute. I think I might actually print my own stickers with this particular one. And the reason that I like it so much is because I actually have hostas growing, a lot of them. I love hostas. They remind me very much of my pop-pops. So that and yellow roses and just gardening in general. So, but, and my hostas look like this. So, and then this one, I run on Coffee and Chaos. So those are the 3 designs that I have at this point. I mean, I've got more. I just, yeah, I've got a lot more. If I go, let's go to home here. These are just some of them that I've been doing. And this is through Illustrator. This is Photoshop I'm pulling up. And this actually, Tony went in and redid. So I don't know if it's Game of Thrones. I mean, you see him over here. It's the Night King and one of the is it Dragon? I don't remember, or Draco. I don't remember the dragons' names. So yeah, but that's the stuff that I'm doing, and I do want to put it for sale. I do want to put things up for sale, but I've got to get. Let's see here. This is how I actually designed my. I just took images and I put them through Photoshop and turned them into JPEGs and vectorized them, and then stuck them in Illustrator and tweaked them a whole bunch, and so Anyway. All right. This is the file I'm working out of because this is all of the shirt stuff, shirt logo for BBV. But I got a lot of stuff, and this is the vinyl. This is Vinyl Master Cut program, and I'm not going to cut any more tonight, but I can kind of show you what's going on with it. So I will. Oh, I can't. I need to keep that up actually because it has all my measurements already, but there's all the where I've arranged it. And so what I do is I drag a file, a vector file over, I grab a vector file out that I've saved, and I drag it over and I drop it into this Vinyl Master Cut program. And then I go in and I'll adjust. This is adjusting the paper size that I can put it on. And then for each one that I bring in, each image that I bring in, I will, gosh, I can't really, here. You know what? Let's do this. Hello, computer. Grr. It's not going to respond now because this is up yet. So, all right. So I'll go in here to file. I'll get a new file down, drop a new document down, and then I take the image, I bring it over, and I will kind of shrink it down a little bit to put on the, on a set square. And then I go into, there's a button on a different page when I first started. So there's a button that says vectorize, and I'll vectorize the image. I go through and I smooth it out and I contour or cut the corners and all that other stuff. And then once it's vectorized, I can place it on and I drag in until I'm done, until I've got all of the images I want in there that I want to cut in the program. And then I go in and I put in measurements. It'll have another measurement menu for each image, and then I will size each image to what I need it to size, and then I will actually end up, by the time it's all said and done, I end up putting it into this. I go in and I'll arrange it. I'll mirror image so it turns it backwards. It looks like it's backwards, and then it ends up in there. And this is the way it'll end up arranged. And then when I get ready to cut, which, let me see. Oops. All right. We are going to, in fact, you know what? I think I'll go ahead and I'll just cut some and I'll show you. Maybe. Night, Tina. Thank you. All right. So I'm over here. This is where I will actually control it. So I'm going to position my stuff here. And we're going to origin. Okay, so I've got my cut speed and my pressure. My cutting pressure is all set, ready to go. And I'm going to come over here and I don't know if you can see this or not, probably not. I'm going to hit cut now. Proceed, yes. There it goes. So that's going to run for just a few minutes. It's kind of loud. It'll take, I don't know, just a few minutes. It doesn't take terribly long. I'm hoping that it's set at the right pressure now. I've had to mess with the blade depth. I've had to mess with the pressure. I've had to mess with the speed. It's been crazy. So it's kind of loud, isn't it? We'll see. Really spectacular, isn't it? I'm sorry it's so loud, but what it is. Yes, I absolutely will be I'm hoping to set up a website. I don't really want to do Etsy again. I've never looked at eBay or Amazon. I haven't done that yet, just because I want to be able to have several products available to begin with. But I want to do a website. I've got a Square site, but I don't have anything. I don't think I have anything put up on it. I can't really seem to figure it out. So web design is not something that I'm super proficient in. It's not going to be hard to do, but you know, it does cost money for the domain and all that other stuff, and I just haven't done it. Interesting, huh? So loud. So hopefully I'm actually also looking into I'm looking at getting into doing a resin pour, and I think I'm gonna start doing tumblers and that kind of stuff too. So it does. Everything does cost money. That's the problem. Like and I understand. I mean, I get it, but I don't know. I think for a domain name, it's like, I want to say 20 maybe a year for a domain name. But here's the problem. Once you have a domain name set up, you have to continue to pay for that website, that domain name every single year, not including your website maintenance and all, your design and all that other stuff. But just the domain name alone is like between $10 and $20 a year, depending on who you go with. That being said, if after a year you decide you're not going to continue to pay for that domain name, somebody else can come in and buy it. So essentially your company name can be their domain. So, because we were going to actually start that with Middle of Nowhere Studio, and we had a website set up and the whole 9 yards, and it just, at that time it was only like $10, but the fact was that it wasn't, I wasn't maintaining it. I couldn't, because I was working full time. Tony is not proficient at anything. He's not proficient at that kind of stuff. It's not something he wants to do. So on top of paying for that, we also are going to have to pay for somebody to, maintain the website and maintain the web design and all of that crap. And I just couldn't do it. So it was going to cost us more per year to have a website than it was worth. So. Well, like 6 of them. Cheap.com. Okay. Namecheap.com. $8 per year. Okay, I will look at that because I think it would be great for, you know, Royal Amethyst Acres and for Middle of Nowhere Studio. Sometimes if you're not like right next to this, the sound is actually kind of mesmerizing and it's crazy. So Terry, how much does she charge to do websites? How much would she charge me to do do 2 websites? I know that it's not difficult to do them. It's just costly, and I hate that. I hate that whole point, that fact. So. Oh, and Terry, are you gonna re-download Marco? Damn glasses on just to see what I'm doing. I hate that. I'm getting old. I don't like it. Oh, this is fun. So headline that I'm getting right now. Okay, text me, yes, please. All right, so here's one of the news stories I'm getting. Why some payments through cash apps will need to be reported to the IRS. Great presidency. So it's requiring cash apps like Venmo and Cash App to report payments of $600 or more to the IRS. Because, you know, using one of those platforms is not expensive enough. You now have to pay all kinds of money on top of that. So you're going to be paying taxes on anything on $600 or more. You're going to have to pay state and federal taxes on that, and that's on the amount that prior to even things like PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, you know, all of those things take their fees out. So when we get a payment in PayPal or we get a donation, you know, say somebody sends me a donation in PayPal, Square, Venmo, Google Pay, doesn't matter. They get, that app gets a certain percentage of every single dollar that comes in. And then, so you're paying their fees when it comes in, which is, you know, whatever. But then when you go to transfer it, whether you transfer it to your bank automatically or you wait or you wait, you're still paying yet another fee on top of that. Screw that. Hi, Jeremy. The hell is my laptop, or does she have no, it's my cutter. You missed it. It was the plotter. All right, I'm gonna go cut that off. Find where it cut last. Ta-da! Whole sheet. Now I gotta go through and cut out each individual one. And you know what? I'm looking at this and I still don't think that this is going to be, I don't think it's going to cut deep enough. I don't think this is going to weed very well. Excuse me. In fact, I'm pretty sure of it. So I'm going to have to adjust the pressure on it again. So yes, the joys, the joys, the joys. What was I going to show you? Etsy, if you make 500 or more, you have to report it. Well, you know, I understand reporting it is one thing because, you know, you're using it as a business. You have to pay taxes on your business. I get that. Totally get it. And this is why you're supposed to have your federal ID, your EIN, or your and your state. You have to have state and federal numbers, and you have to be able to charge state and federal taxes. So you charge state sales tax because you have to pay that and you have to report it, and you're going to end up paying on that twice anyway. So it sucks. It is taxation. It's really crazy. It is just crazy. Let's see, what was I going to show you? I don't remember. Jog my memory here, people. If you can remember what I was going to show you. Oh, I was going to show you how to put it into the program. Yes, that's what it was. All right. I'm going to actually show you how to do. All right. So I need to be able to save this one. I can't. All right. We're done with that for now. I'm going to get a new file here. Document. I'm going to go in here and so this design right here, I will end up I'm going to shut that one down. I'm going to shut Illustrator down, but I'll go in here. I think it might have been in, for whatever reason, it's in the wrong folder, but I'm going to drag this over into the Cutter program. Okay. Now, I'm going to import it. It's going to render the image. So now I've got my full image. Except now I'm just going to click on here anywhere, and that'll just put it on the page. I'm going to, there we go. All right. So now that I've got the image here, I gotta vectorize it. And it takes a while because my computer is super slow. I'm sorry. Not that a lot of people are probably even watching or caring at this point, but all right. So I'm going to go up here. I'm going to actually change my colors so that, and then I'm going to block that gray and this one out. So I've got a vector image. Now I'm going to smooth it, take care of the corners. I'm obviously going to retain all of its detail. So the smoother I make this, the better off I will be. Same way with the corners. We're going to trace it. And as long as it doesn't look jagged, the lettering doesn't look jagged on it, I can accept it, and we can throw it through the cutter. if it decides to actually work. So vectorize just means that it turns it into an image that is printable and cuttable. I really don't have a good explanation for it because I don't know all of the definitions. But essentially what it does is it traces it and it makes it, puts it into the format that it needs to be in order to get it cut through the system, through the cutting program. All right, so that actually looks really good. So I'll accept that. And it's not really going to matter where I put it, but I'll just put it right there. Since I've done that, now I need to figure out what size I want to cut it. And I need to figure that out actually on the shirt. So whatever size shirt I have. So I have a large. I wear a large. I will probably make this, let's see. Let's make this image. Grab my tape measure here, my seamstress tape. I think we can probably make it 8 inches tall and no, we'll do 8 inches tall and whatever that will equate to. So up here, I'm going to lock this so that I know it's going to keep this proportioned correctly. So this is what it will look like. This here is my paper size, so I got to go in and change this. We'll say the cutting area will be, see, it's going to be, I don't want it to be, I did that wrong. This is my height. This is my width. So it's going to come out to be 8 inches tall and 5.790 inches wide. So what I'm going to go over do here is change out my width, which is the X and Y. Let's see, let's go 8.5 by 11. It'll go by 11. No. It's not doing it. Oh, for Pete's sake here. All right. Well, you can get the general idea. So this is where it'll end up in the cutting machine. And then when I want to actually cut it, well, no, I got to take that back. I go up here and arrange. I'm going to mirror and rotate. Mirror horizontally. So see how it turned it around? All right. Now I can go in and cut it if I want. All right. Let me make sure my okay then. All right. So what I've actually done is I went to go adjust all of the stuff in here. And I didn't hit the origin button. So it just dumped it all out. It just dumped the vinyl back out. So now I get to put that back in. All right. We're going to cut now. So it'll be noisy again. But now you've just seen the whole process. All right. There's the image. All right, let's bring you back over here. I'll weed it out. I don't know if I can, if I close the lid on this too tight, it will, or too low, it will shut my computer down. So, or my laptop. So I don't want to do that. Hi, Margot. All right. So I don't know if you can, okay. I'm not going to mess with that lid anymore. Got to get my eyeballs on here. So we are going to weed. My blade is a little sharper than I thought on my X-Acto knife. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you are. It's actually kind of a cool process. And that did not cut all the way through. As I said, I've been having issues with those, and that's a new blade and everything for that cutter. I don't know what the deal is. It's frustrating. So it looks like I'm gonna have to turn my pressure up some more, my cutting pressure. This is one of my designs, Margot, that it was like, it's one of my first designs. I just haven't made it into a shirt, but I just showed him how to cut it, or how I cut it and put it through the cutting program and all of that fun stuff. So now I'm weeding it. I do not have my heat press on, so I can't actually press it onto a shirt right now. But I made it 8 inches tall, and I did an automatic as to, like, I let it size itself proportionally from there via the program. It's just a lot easier to do it that way. It's actually pretty therapeutic. It's it's a little bit cathartic, I guess, to be able to do this. Sometimes it's a real pain to weed, but other times it's actually very relaxing. Especially when you get to peel like tall, big layers. Aw, thank you. I'm glad you like the shirt. I really am. I'm so glad that you like the shirt. I do pick the little more, I don't know, a little pricier shirts because I wear you get the heavier thread count, the heavier cotton, heavier weight. And because it holds up better. And honestly, it holds up, well, the image actually holds up better than if you do sublimation printing or even I would love to do screen printing, but that takes a lot of dang money, girl. A professional setup to do enough volume in order to, you know, make it worth your time. If you're not doing it for money and just doing it as a hobby, you can, you know, and you're able to only need to make like 1 or 2 screens for a couple of different colors or whatever, then, you know, that's different. But when you're trying to do a professional business with it, you really need a good setup. So in doing that, it's minimum, it's about $6,000 to get started. So I'm hoping to make enough money that I can invest in that later. So I really do want to be able to invest in that. So I need to, I'm just going to try really hard to get all of these things that I do make them successful. Make me enough money so that I can reinvest in it and, you know, make better products, make more products. I do really enjoy doing this, making the shirts. And it's not just shirts. Like I want to get into all kinds of other garment making and product making. Like I think actually I'm going to do this on I would love to be able to do a tumbler of my own with an acrylic resin or an epoxy resin, I'm sorry, a pour, and decorate it and all that fun stuff. Think that I would be really good at that. I have my friend Amy, actually, she's been doing that, her and another friend of ours, and they kind of want to get out of it altogether doing the cups, and I want to get into it. So don't you roll off of there. All right, let's see if we can't get this up. This is being kind of a pickle. I don't know if you can see that. Just I told Tony I'm going to have him come out and film this for me and do ASMR with it, because it's very satisfying to not only watch it but to hear it and to actually do it. So I run on coffee and chaos. That is me. So there you go. Hello, Pond and Garden Sanctuary. How are you? How are you? I'm just messing around tonight. I mean, I'm not even really doing anything. I don't know. But here's the image for the shirt. One of the shirts, I guess. So that's how that goes. That's how that works. I guess you learn something new every day, right? So I just got done showing everybody how I took it from my file and I stuck it in my cutting program, my Vinyl Master cut program, and cut it out on the cutter back here. And this one is just for fun, but I designed this logo, like I designed this all together, all on my own. I designed it in That one is solely in Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator. I just got done cutting more logos. I have an order for, I am doing shirts and hats for my husband and the company that he's been airbrushing for, because they are going out to Vegas to SEMA. If you know what SEMA is. So I'm making that shirt. I'm cutting all of those logos out. I'm heat pressing the shirt. I'll show you the shirt. So I actually made this one the last live I did, I think. So 2 weeks ago. So there's the front of the shirt. And one sleeve says SEMA. Well, SEMA show. Thank you. Here's the other sleeve. It's the flag, obviously. And then here's the back. And these are all of the, so my husband's, this is my husband's logo. This is our business. And this is who is taking their car. They built their car, their Corvette. And the other people sponsor. So, but BBV Customs is who I am doing this for. So yeah, I'm super excited actually. I have 15 hats to do and 15 shirts. It was 14, but since I have 15 hats, I need to make 15 shirts. But actually, I don't even need to do that because one of them is right here. So it's just one of my many projects that I do. I've got my hands in everything. Like I love being I love to be able to be creative. I love to, whether it be art or, crafts or music. I love, love, love. Oh, I love you. Thank you. Thank you for saying I rock. Maybe a rock, but I'm not made of stone. Oh, wait, what? So I need to put this on a shirt now, but the heat press is not on, so I can't really press it. I need to get out another acetate. There's one. So because that one is already weeded and ready to be pressed, I just thought I have acetate sheets. These particular ones I bought at Michael's. And they have a film, like a protective film on them. And I peel that off because then I can't stick on both sides if I don't peel that off. So there. Now it's protected, and the sticky side is protected, and I can press it whenever I want. So I can't remember. I was actually going to make t-shirt guides out of those, but they weren't thick enough, and they were just, I just really didn't care for it. So I actually just ordered some t-shirt guides. And since I have the shirt over here, I can actually show you how they work now. So this, obviously the front. Okay. According to, there are, so here's the baby size. I have a toddler. Here's the youth. Okay, so most youth shirt, well, all shirts have front and back, but most youth, starting at youth sizes, They also, you know, that's where you do like your baseball jerseys, that kind of stuff too. So this would be your front. There's a template for the back. So this is an adult, obviously, and this is for the front. You've got your right pocket here. This is where your right pocket should line up. Here's the center and your left pocket. So you would line that up with the bottom of the collar. It helps you to find the center. And then now you know where you're going to put the, so I would start where it's already at. I would start laying out here, and I would know exactly where it needed to go. So these are going to be super handy. I also have it for, this is, you know, for without pockets. So this one will work just fine, but, and this is for the back of the shirt. So it finds your center. It's kind of hard to, there we go. It finds your center for you, and then it's got all your measurements. So I'm actually really excited to use these. And of course, your front collar and your back collar are two different sizes. They're two different heights. I did not get the one for crew cut or V-neck. The reason I didn't is because I don't typically do those types of shirts. So, but if I have to, I will. But it can't be that much different or difficult for that matter. So hopefully I can make a good business out of this. I'm looking at doing, I would love to be able to do other products, and I'm actually looking at, I already do hats. I already do shirts, obviously. I'd like to do, wow, that highway is super loud. I would like to do things like koozies and, you know, all that fun stuff. So I'm heading off of here. We'll come back and rewatch tomorrow. I'm about ready to fall out. Okay. It does. It does. Thank you. I love you back, girl. I absolutely love you back. You guys missed all the festivities for the weekend. I did not broadcast the party because we were going to do a hand fasting to renew our vows for our 25th. But Friday night rolled around and Tony and I were absolutely fried. We were exhausted. We were done. We were done. And we just decided, you know what? Let's just enjoy a party and, you know, have fun and let loose and relax. And so that's what we did. And so I did not go live because of that. I literally just hit a brick wall on Friday, and it was rough. But had I not had my children here, especially Victoria, I would have been in deep trouble because I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off on Saturday. So my daughters finished the food for me, and yeah, it was crazy. I baked bread and I made bougie s'mores. Well, I had Victoria do them, but I showed her how to do it, which I did take video of doing. So I'm going to make a short and a TikTok out of both of those things. And hopefully that'll be popular. So then we made little candies. I rolled out noodles for chicken and noodles. Kennedy made the mashed potatoes for the chicken and noodles for me. Victoria, I gave her the recipe, told her what to do to make chili. She made chili. And yeah, we had a really nice spread. We had lemonade and iced tea, all kinds of booze. I drank so much. Oh my gosh, I drank so much on Saturday, and yeah, I drank about 2/3 of a bottle of wine because Victoria had about a half a glass, half a goblet, and my friend Amy had one, and I had the rest of the bottle. So last week I don't really remember even eating a whole lot. Like I had pizza on Tuesday. I had some pizza. Wednesday I had a couple of slices of my leftover pizza and some bread that I'd baked. Thursday I had only bread. Friday I had a slice of pumpkin loaf and some bread. That's what I ate on Friday. So by the time Saturday rolled around and it was, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and or somewhere around there between 1 and 2, I think it was about 2 o'clock. And I was stressed out and freaking out, and they made me eat a bowl of chicken and noodles, and that's all I had. But I had already started drinking, and yeah. So but it was a fantastic night. It was just great. It was fantastic. I'm not complaining. I had the best time. I had so many people show up. It was fabulous. So good night, Pond and Garden. Hope you have a very blessed night. And yes, you are so correct, Deb. I did need that. I needed it badly. So, and then Sunday, I had a couple of drinks. I had one with I had a drink with Amy and a shooter bottle of Fireball. I hate that stuff. Yeah, but I did eat throughout the weekend. I did really good with eating throughout the weekend. You were here in spirit. You absolutely were, Deb. All of you were. Like, just, it was great. And that's one of the things I put on my post was that, like, I so much appreciated everybody who showed up and everybody that was, that sent well wishes and I knew couldn't be here because of, location and, that kind of stuff. So I'm super blessed. I'm super blessed. And I know this. I also, and I kind of talked to Tony about it today as well, but I really feel like I've kind of been on this path of change for a while now. And for whatever reason, I really felt things shift. On Saturday, it started to really shift. And then on Sunday, yesterday was just a massive shift. And I cannot explain to you what it feels like. I don't know. I just feel like I'm letting stuff go. Saturday, I think Saturday was a testament to to that shift. I think that it contributed. I think it was kind of the final reason why things shifted for me. And it was simply because I felt like I didn't touch my phone from probably, I don't know. I think Jess, I think you were the last one I Marco'd. And the only time I touched my phone was I talked to Deb this Saturday morning. I talked with I left Chrissy a Marco on Saturday morning. I talked to Jess a little bit, I think. And then I was done. Like, I put my phone down and I didn't even know where my phone was 90% of the day. Like, I don't even remember where I found it later on. I picked it up and I thought I need to get some pictures. And I took it outside with me and I laid it on my table out there and I just left it. Like, somebody could have easily picked it up and, hacked my Facebook and left stupid messages and things like that. So, on my profile or whatnot, but my phone just sat there. I did not touch my phone until probably 10:30 or 11:30 at night, somewhere in there. So I felt like I needed to be in the moment and I needed to experience the moment and I needed to absorb it, and that I needed to be present with my guests. And I don't know. I feel super blessed because I feel like I didn't miss out a whole lot. And then I noticed today, well, and even yesterday, I wasn't really on my phone much. I just wasn't. And then today, I think I've been on my phone more today than I have over the last 2 weekends or two days. I don't know why. But yeah, just, I don't want to be attached to it. And I felt like I just felt that I needed to be present, and I need to live my life in the moment and not worry so much about what's going on elsewhere. Just worry about what I'm going through, what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, and all of those things, and just be present. So, yep, Jess, you are privileged. Yeah, you just need to be in the moment. I really do think that. I really do think people just need to be in. You need to live in the moment that you're in, and you need to. Obviously, you need to be aware of your future, and you need to push towards a good future. But you can't live in the past. Regrets are a waste of time. And, as long as you learn something from the mistakes that you make, they should never be a regret. And seriously, stupid gnats. So I really started to kind of push forward with that whole thought process. And I don't have the need for any of that, all of that outside noise. So, anywho, all right. Well, that kind of took a somber turn, didn't it? But okay, I think actually I am going to be done for the night. I'm going to shut everything down, and I'm going to go get my pajamas on and try to relax just a little bit. I am so tired. I'm exhausted. I have a very long week ahead of me. I got to get all these, I got to get all these shirts and hats done. I am going to save probably a shirt and a hat, and we'll press them next week. I'll show you. I'll go live from here again, and I will press the hat. I will show pressing a hat, and then I will show pressing a shirt again. So, and you can see it come together. Oh, hi, Ben's Over Acres. How are you? Ken and Barb. I stopped having a cell phone when I retired. Yeah, I don't mind having the cell phone. I do. It's extremely handy. It's extremely handy. But I find that I'm almost addicted to it. So I'm so glad that on Saturday I lost track of it, and I didn't even care because I had everybody that was important, like the most important people, I should say, which are, I had my husband and my children around me the entire day and night. And so I didn't really have a need for it. And so it was nice. It was so nice to just be present in the moment. And I want to stay that way. So anywho, all right. So I'm going to button up here, and I will, Terry Lynn, I need to know if you're going to re-download Marco. And I will probably talk to Jess on Marco tonight, and probably Deb on Messenger for, a few things. And my beautiful Lisa was supposed to be sending me a text, and I see that she has not yet, so I'm not real sure what's going on there. But yeah, I'm just got to move forward, right? Got to make some space. Oh, you were on call before. Yeah, that makes a difference. I'm in that situation, but I found, yes, I need to get the TikTok videos in. Yes. Which I told you already I'm going to do. I seriously have a whole plan. I have a whole plan for YouTube, and whole plan for TikTok, and then Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. Those are, and even Rumble. So I have been thinking about that stuff, and I'm going to end up going a different direction, I think, with a lot of things. Well, I'm going to include a lot of things that probably don't really relate so much to homesteading, but then really kind of do, for the simple fact that it's stuff that I do on my homestead or for my homestead. So there you go. All right. Yes, I will go change into my jammies, and you can, yes, please do bug me tomorrow about the adventure, the updates. It's not bugging me at all. It's really not. It'll be a nice break, a nice distraction throughout the day, to get messages here and there. So anywho, all right. So many blessings to you, and I hope you have a wonderful week, everyone. And I will be back next Monday. These gnats, they haven't been here all day long. I come in here and do a live, and here they are. So anyway, all right. I wish you all many blessings and so much love, and, hugs and kisses and the whole 9 yards. So anyway, all right. So live from the earth and play in the dirt, and we'll see you next week. Love you. Bye.